Hi, I'm Jamie with The Real Fiery Arrow, and today I'm giving a short collective reading for those of you who are married. What do you need to know about your marriage at this time? So I picked a few cards and an oracle card from the House of Night, which is based on a book by PC Cast. I don't know if you've read it. I really liked the books. I used to read them when I was a teenager, and I really do connect with this particular deck. It's always so accurate. It just gives a depth to the reading that I think is needed. I also shuffled a few cards from the astrology deck, and I have a few tarot cards. So let's begin. The first card that we have here is the card of cycles with number 37. Some of you may be 37 years old. And right off the bat here, I'm saying that you're going through changes and it's an emotional time for you right now. And I'm saying that there's a lot of changes, maybe even moodiness at this point. For some of you, you may be just like overwhelmed emotionally. That could be a good thing, or that could just be, challenging. But I see here that emotions are really running high at this point for you. Wow, change. Lunar eclipse. We have the symbolism of the moon twice. So I feel like emotions are really, really acting up at this point, and you're also going through changes. So an emotional overload is to be expected during these times. And the card communicating with the air element. So we have number 37, 43, and 39. Some of you may be on life path 7. Some of you may be on life path 9 or 3. 6 might be a number that's significant for you. Or 12. There's just a lot of numerology going on here. For some of you that need confirmation that this message is for you. So we have the card of communication. So here I'm seeing that maybe there are challenges in your communication with your spouse. Maybe I feel like if this is resonating so far, maybe your partner is complaining about you being dramatic or being overly emotional. Some of you may be going through like physical changes. Like some of you may be female. Some of you may be going through, feminine changes, like getting your period or going through menopause. If you're getting your period, you're probably not married. Menopause, which is not a funny matter, by the way. Must be very brutal. So if you're going through that, a big hug to you. I'm just seeing here that your emotions are really, really running high. Again, the moon. Wow. And also pay attention to your intuition. Your intuition is trying to tell you something about something that may not be entirely visible for you at this point. But I feel like your emotions are like insane at this point. In what way? And we have the Queen of Cups. So yeah, definitely emotions are really, really highlighted here. Pay attention to your emotions because it's important. I feel like you are really tired, spiritually, physically, mentally. For some of you, you are in a marriage that you've given more than you've received. You may have put up with things for far too long, and that now it's getting to a point where you feel completely depleted, completely drained. And with the Ten of Wands here, I'm seeing that this is about to end. Yeah, you do not feel as confident right now as you can. You don't feel as beautiful as you are. There are a lot of things that you need to really look into. Like maybe for those of you that are spiritual, maybe some shadow work is required here. Honesty about what you feel, what you want going forward. Is this a person that really makes you feel like the best version that you can be? Because I'm seeing here that you are really literally depleted. I feel like there's so much dumped on you. There's so much you have to do. And probably you're not even getting any kind of appreciation for what you do. And that's really getting to you. Some of you may be dealing with a liar as well. That could be a confirmation. And I feel like whatever is going on in your life and in your marital status is not allowing you to fully be optimistic about the outcome. Some of you may have children, okay? Some of you may have children, and that's affecting the situation or your decision. Maybe you're staying in a marriage for a child. Honestly, if I could really be honest here, I don't see some kind of form of reconciliation for those of you that are separated. Of course, the Sun card is a good card to get. Maybe there needs to be a change of communication, a change in the way you see or perceive things, but that's only for a few of you. What I'm really picking up here is that it's been such a long time that you've been doing things for other people and not so much for yourself. The Sun represents the self. So here we have the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups, and we also have the Ten of Wands. So I'm seeing here that you're not exactly having the luxury of spending time on yourself or taking care of yourself or going deep into your feelings. And some of you may be avoiding getting into your feelings anyway, but it's only because really everything feels very heavy and very hectic at this point. And there are changes that are happening at the same time, and you're just a bit overwhelmed. I'm gonna, and I feel like for some of you, maybe your sex life is suffering at this point. Maybe that's why you don't feel quite as beautiful as you are. We have on the bottom of the deck here, we have the card of desire with number 37. Again, someone may be 37 years old. Here we got it twice. Or you may be seeing the number 3377 a lot. If so, this is a confirmation that this message is for you. Again, please pay attention to your feelings and your intuition. Your feelings are really important here. And for some of you, honestly, if you're going through depression or if you're going through something, just know you're not alone. There's always help available. You don't have to go through this alone. You can talk to someone you trust. And if you don't have someone you trust in your life, you can always connect to your faith, or you can always connect to yourself. You know, let's not forget that first and foremost, we have ourselves. We are our greatest ally, but we could also be our greatest enemy here. So just pay attention to your feelings. Don't let them just run wild. Don't let them run wild. okay? And just don't let it get too far. If you need help, you should always seek it instead of trying to solve things on your own or deal with too much on your own. That's for some of you, okay? So I'm gonna roll the astro dice right now and see what comes through. Fourth house. So this really talks about family. And we have Neptune here and we have Sagittarius. So what I'm seeing here is that the home life is really your focus right now. And there's so much going on emotionally here. I feel like you feel sort of trapped in the situation. Maybe, I don't know, I think for some of you that are resonating with this, maybe you got married at an early time in your life. Maybe you were young, maybe you were different, and now you've just changed. You've changed completely, and that this situation, this partner, this spouse is no longer resonating with what you want to do or who you feel you are. Emotions are really, really highlighted here. And on the bottom of the deck, we have trapped. Some of you really do feel trapped. Again, we have the number 37. I mentioned 34. I think I mentioned it earlier. 34. 7. Again, some of you may be seeing the number 7 or 37. Some of you may be 34 or 37 or 39 years old. 7 is, I don't know, 7 is coming through a lot. So some of you may feel trapped here in your marriage. Maybe your sex life is stagnant and that's really making things worse. There are changes happening to your body. Maybe because of these changes, your sex life may be stagnant and that you're not really feeling that heat at this moment. So, yep, that's what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. If you're going through this, please know that you don't have to go through this alone. You can always receive help. There's always options nowadays. So you don't have to keep it all inside. Because what you're going through, if you're resonating with this, is really highly, highly and intensely emotional at this time. Maybe it's because it's the holidays, and the holidays really do bring us back to, you know, when we're children, or it makes us think about our childhood life and our childhood dreams, things that we may have not done, people that are no longer in our lives. You know, there are a lot of emotions going on during this time, and it seems that you're very much affected by this. But just keep faith in yourself, and you will get through it. Always be honest with yourself. And yeah, if you need a reading, I offer small readings if you want an introduction in what I can do. But if you want a detailed reading, I have a price list. You can always contact me on Facebook or the email addresses that I list below. So thank you for watching. Please like, follow me for more. Thank you so much. Bye.